we're all there, and my dad's disabled, so's my mum to a certain degree, and they're like, well, your dad's the golden nugget, the golden egg. We can try and get you this moving quicker, and we can get you housed, hopefully, get you with the council, but it's going to take a month or two for it to all go through, but don't panic. The bailies ain't going to get on your case. We'll sort you out, but you need to try and find somewhere to privately rent in between. If you do, we'll help you out of that. If you don't, then remain relaxed. We'll find somewhere, we'll get you on the list, whatever. And then I said to them, I said, look, I know you can't give me this kind of information and we're not here to discuss this, but I said, is it easier for them to find a one-bedroom flat for themselves, and would it be easier if I broke away and registered with the council and got on the waiting list? Oh no, you're not allowed to register. Excuse me, what? I'm not even eligible to register because my name is already under a property. I literally have to be homeless to be able to have the novelty to register. So back in the day, anyone could register, everyone could. But you know, if you was not seen as a priority, like basically if you're born and bred British and you're working for a living and earn a fair old wager, you'd be on the waiting list for 5 years. That's a fact. Okay, it's just fact. You know, let's not go into too many ins and outs about it. Now, I'm not even allowed that. I've been taking that right away. So I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. It is what it is. You don't make the rules. The government do. So if we're going to blame anyone, I'd blame the government or whoever's in charge who makes these ridiculous rules. So it's, God forbid, something happens to my parents. I said, what happens to me then? What do I do? Well, you would have to, you still wouldn't be able to register unless you were made homeless. I went, all right. So if I'm renting with them, or if I'm with the council with them, basically if I'm on the council with them, I'm in a property, I've got to be there at least 2 years. If they pass away, we've got to have been there a fair amount of time for me to have rights on that property, to stay housed in that property, and the council would help. But if I was with my parents and I was in this house for like one year, they pass away, God forbid they don't, but if they did, then I would have no rights on staying there, but then I'd have to, property would stick me in some hostel somewhere, some real shithole fucking place, like for homeless people. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. I work hard for a living, I pay my taxes, I've been working since I left school, since I was 16, born and bred British. It's not a racial prejudice thing, I'm just saying, I'm just quoting facts. I pay taxes most of my adult life since I left school. Born and bred British, I've got no rights at all, and also it's even worse that I'm a male. I mean, I've got a kid, which I have on weekends, stays overnight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes during the week on Wednesday. I said, does that mean nothing? Oh no, because you're not full-time custody and she's not a name under your property and whatever, and she lives with her mother. I'm just a single father. I'm just a male, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? Who gives a fuck about me? So basically, I'm a thorn in society's side. I am not on the system as such. I don't drop into line with everybody else. I'm an outcast. I feel like such a degenerate. Seriously, right? They're gonna spawn a whole society full of people like me now. You're gonna get a revolution, is what you're gonna get, because we ain't gonna take this shit for much longer. Something needs to change. I don't know what, don't know how. This is the thing. The government, they make these rules and that's it. There's no way of appealing unless you get like over 1,000 signatures or some bull crap, which many people don't care about. In the streets, they're all walking sheep. They don't care. They're just walking along aimlessly. Oh well, not my problem. Right, but here's the thing. We shouldn't go around blaming foreigners and foreign refugees who come over and get housed straight away and all that. You know, even though that stuff does happen, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But let's just, argument's sake, let's just say that it's happening a fair amount. Yet again, shouldn't be negative and go out there and hate preach against foreigners and immigrants and stuff like that. Because they're not the problem. You see, they're there visually for you to see, for you to blame. But we should be challenging our governments and the people that are up this high hierarchy that are making all these decisions and not caring about the impacts it's having on regular hard-working people who pay taxes and decent people who just want somewhere to live. You know, I don't want to own the fucking joint. I want a roof over my head. I want my own independence. I want to feel like I don't have to live with my parents for the rest of my goddamn life. I don't want to have to belittle myself and play the game and walk in like a fucking homeless hobo with a rug wrapped around me and shit like that just to get taken seriously. Shouldn't have to do that. Okay? The whole thing's just fucked up and it's wrong, right? But, you know, there's all those groups out there that go around the streets and, you know, and they're doing what they need to do, and I respect what they're doing, but I don't think everyone should do it. That's just my opinion. It'd be easy for me now to go and get angry and go and blame Tom, Dick and Harry down the road, or, you know, anybody else for the reason why I can't get my own place. I can't afford a mortgage, obviously or not. If I could afford a mortgage, I'd be getting my own place, wouldn't I? But no, I can't. So I need to go to the council. I need somewhere. Or I need to rent privately, house sharing, or living with parents. I mean, I've house shared before, but it didn't work out. It's a situation that doesn't arise all the time. But this is the state the country's in. Everyone's desperate. Everyone's having to just scrimp and scrape to get by. I'm not saying that everybody has the right to be privileged. I'm not saying that I'm stuck up because I believe I deserve to be privileged and have my own place and all that rubbish. It's nothing to do with that. It's called wanting to be surviving. It's called having a bit of dignity and respect for the fact that you are a decent person, a hard-working person, that you deserve a little bit more than what society's giving you. You know, I would go and march the streets with the likes of Britain First and people like that if only I felt proud of my country. If only I felt proud of my system. You know, I don't feel very proud to be British or English right now, pretty much because that to be proud to be British is something that it's got to be on every single level. You've got to feel it inside you, and you've got to be proud of it. Right now, I don't feel proud because my country is just neglecting people like me and making things difficult for people like me. So, and I'm not a nationalist. I'm just an individual who has an opinion, who wants the right to feel comfortable in his life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my rant. There'll be plenty more where that came from. Oh, and by the way, hope you all sleep well, and hope you all have a very happy morning tomorrow morning when you wake up. And last but not least, do yourselves a favour. Get some cereal, get some milk, make a cup of tea, make a little fry up, but whatever you do not eat breakfast fucking pie. Adios, I'm out. That's my first ever YouTube rant. Don't know where it's going to go. Don't particularly care. But I can just go on and on. But I won't. In fact, this is probably going to take a week to upload anyway. That's another thing with YouTube, isn't it? Don't make it quick. You wait for ages, forever for it to upload. And, you know, that's even if it uploads. Because I have to monitor everything you say. Freedom of speech, my arse. Anyway, that is tonight's rant. And there will be more. If you want to leave anything below, any requests on any kind of rants or topics you want me to discuss, I will gladly do it. Anyway, take care. Keep your cool. And always, always make breakfast in the morning. Okay? Anyway, personally, I believe in Buddhism. I'm off. Adios.